I'm about to graduate in May, and for anybody else who's about to graduate, I'm really scared to go out into the real world and be a person. And the analogy that I like to tell people who ask me what I want to do with my life, I say, I feel like I'm about to jump off a cliff, and I feel like I don't know what's going to happen. So how do you guys use your ASME networks, and how has ASME helped you kind of build your parachute as you're falling?
One thing that I've found helpful just talking to all sorts of people who are older than me was learning to accept the fact that nothing is going to be permanent. So your first job doesn't have to be your only ever job. We're like generations removed from the time when we would start a job and stay there until we retired. So if you start a job and it's not feeling right, you always have the right to move around and do that as many times as you need to when you're young, because that's what that time is for.
I was giving a presentation at a local section, and if you're a student, I recommend you to check if you have a professional local section near your college. There's one time I gave a presentation for my thesis, and afterwards there's a manager who came up to me and just said, hey, do you want a job? It was that easy, and ASME was able to provide that for me.
I have heard many times in the United States there are two absolutes in life, death and taxes. I think you should add that third one. Is your professional network is what will get you through your career. So the ASME, in my particular, in my life, has played an immense role. I cannot disclose details, but I have gotten jobs, plural, because of my network. I have also returned that favor to life by helping as many young engineers as possible to also get positions. Now, something that if I were you, Brandon, I would never do is don't network just because, and I don't think you are that kind of person, but don't network just because that will give you the return on investment of better job, because it doesn't work that way. But network, make friends. You don't see right now how that will connect, but the dots will connect, like Steve Jobs said in the speech that they gave in Stanford. It's true. Later in life, you will see that all those dots will get connected.
What I would add to that is really within ASME, it's not just about the job, like Julio said. You really make great friends as you spend your time in ASME. And when I first graduated from college, I moved many thousands of miles away from the rest of my family and friends. I didn't know anybody, but almost immediately I'd gotten an email from the local ASME section that they were looking for a webmaster. And so I was like, well, I don't really have anything else to do, and I volunteered to do that. And of course, ASME kind of sucks you in. Once you volunteer for one thing, then you get volunteered or voluntold for a bunch of other things. But then, since then, my career has changed. I've moved around, but I've had a lot of the same ASME friends in that whole time period. And when we do see each other, it's nice to have a familiar face, even if you've been in a new town or something, in a new job, and everything's changing. Your ASME network does stay solid and is there for you.